Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to another wonderful episode of Casual Convo with Tomiwa Akande. And I am your host, Tomiwa Akande. And on this beautiful episode, we are going to be having a very wonderful, interesting, elegant talent. One of the, best creatives in the city of Ibadan is a photographer, a graphics designer, a product designer, a project manager. He has a lot of skills in his catalog, or how do you put it? Is none other than Tobiloba Precious of XMI Studios.
All right, so welcome to another episode of Casual Convo with Tomiwa Akande. So I remain myself, Dr. Kayode. I don't know if I'm humble. So we have someone here today. And we have a guest here today. I'd like him to introduce himself.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I go by the name JesPrec Precious. Nickname, I don't know, it's plenty. SMI G the Emperor. SMI G the Emperor.
Okpo. Hey,
but just call me Precious.
Precious is his name. Thank you. And the coach is up on Moboya humble. Really, what a parade nickname. It's a real name, nickname. Okay, so Laura Consi, any cash introduction. You have decided to tell your name.
Okay, so I'm a media expert, a tech savvy. I'm into photography, videography, basically anything media, model management, amongst other stuff. Go and read my bio.
Okpo, Igiraga. That's funny. Of humble. Get the time, go and read my bio.
I'm not in the question for today, so I just introduced myself. So me being humble, you decide that one yourself.
Hey,
it's none of my business.
I don't understand today's energy.
So please,
I'll make you the quoting me on Jagbara Milo. All right, it's nice to be back on Casual Convo with Tomiwa Akande and Prof K. Okay, so I'm the host. So our guest for today, right? Mr. Precious.
Yes,
so you are a tech savvy, at least in your own words, and you are a media expert. You do photography, cinematography, graphics design, model management, product design, project management,
video directing, photo editing,
the management,
social media management, that's the management, talent management.
It's okay. Okay, you don't do. So me, I have read your bio.
So everything he said now is in his bio.
No, I decided to pity you because of the design, not to, so you not have too much of it.
I don't understand.
But in all of these things, he has mentioned a few things. There's something he has not mentioned.
What's that? He does video photography.
Yes, that was not easy. No.
I'm not waiting. He's the only Buddha photographer that I know in Ibadan.
Because me, what I want to say now is because I'm not used to something like that. I had to unfollow the page.
There was one day we were talking about someone, and the guy said, "Modirini page The moment he said it, I just started laughing.
I had to unfollow the page that no, this page will not do me any good because at this age, something like this will not be making me fall. No. I saw someone on the page and said, oh my God.
That's my name. I said, what you reading?
So pages like that are not meant for people like us because there's no way you hide somebody's face
that you know.
Unless I've not seen the person before. If you like, put emoji. What does I saw someone's page from your page also. That one is even worse. You will now put something in their eye, their chest. If Precious try this kind of thing, I will sabi the person. So it just better make it just bring people from Ghana. because this is bad. Our man Adamo. But we see, like I posted
You see, we
yesterday,
don't judge.
we see, we stop talking. We just see.
That's the point. That's the whole
So-
point of the whole thing.
So we
All
see,
right,
we
so
stop talking.
Mr. Precious,
Yeah.
it's a family show. Yeah, I should bear any.
No face.
So
we are just
can you
starting.
tell us how this whole journey started?
Okay. Funnily, I never had interest in photography.
Funnily.
Yeah, funnily.
Okay.
I never had interest in
English
photography.
in River Quality, but it's
You
correct.
can
Well, it's correct, but the way,
The way I
the way you
said it. Okay, so I never had interest in photography, honestly.
Wow.
I actually had interest more into movie production, being a video director and everything. I shot my first movie
That
in
is still
20.
photography though.
Yeah, but it's
I
not like
understand.
going to
I
photography
get.
taking
I
pictures.
guess.
I shot my first movie with an iPhone back in 2021, but I never
Wow.
released the video. Why? My hard drive got crashed.
Wow.
So I did the first editing, but then I needed to put some adjustment and everything, but I lost my hard drive, and I already deleted the videos from my Google Drive. So
Oh, wow.
all the way I lost the file, so I could not release the video. So I started photography in 2022, and what pushed me into starting photography? I started a modeling agency back then, JV modeling agency. I had a friend who is a photographer. He just got his camera. He was actually interested in photography. I was not. So we needed to do a shoot, and I needed a photographer. So I spoke to him, and he was like, he's not available, but you can give me the camera. I should go and do the shoot myself. I was like, bro. I said, okay, no wala. I needed to do the shoot for my models. So I collected this camera. It was a 1300D. That was like the first camera I worked with. And bam, I took the pictures and I was like, okay, fine. Since to avoid other photographers, putting me on that, on it, or shaking it, okay, let me just go into it. It's basically to be the personal photographer for the agency alone, nothing else. But along the line, I got a lot of people that started, despite the fact that I just started, people did not treat me like someone who just started.
Okay.
Because I was like, the quality of the pictures I was giving for someone who's just starting, it was like actually surprising a lot of people. So that actually motivated me into going more into it. Imagine going to a place and you are meeting photographers and then you are teaching someone who is a photographer what he's supposed to know as a photographer. So it's basically like I've had the knowledge in me, but I just was not interested in the craft. So as time went on, I just, okay, fine. Since that is the case, let me just go into photography fully, but I am going to have a specific niche. Everybody do general photography, portraits, landscape, event, blah blah
So
blah.
what's that your need?
Yeah, I'm still going there. So I was like, okay, fine. I want to go into a niche that is actually unique, and that I love the term. I was like, okay, I'm not interested in being one of the best.
Mm.
Do you get? I want to be the best so person.
Okay.
Sure, yes. And back there I was in Abeokuta, so I was like, okay, fine. I'm interested in art. That's basically boudoir art. And I was like, okay. I've always had a thing for nude art. I don't look
Boudoir
at nude.
art.
Yes, boudoir art.
Snapping
He now
naked
said it
women.
now. He said in
Nude art. And snapping.
So people
let's
can
break it down for
understand.
people.
And that's why I'm breaking it down.
Yes.
Nude art.
Yes.
Because people don't actually understand that boudoir is the professional name.
Okay.
Nude is actually the archaic
You
or
create
layman.
video content.
Well, for me though, I think boudoir photography is not
Just
it's
nude.
not just nude.
It's
It's more like
everything around it.
intimacy. Anything that has to
Exactly.
do with intimacy.
Yes.
That's boudoir.
So
Do you
I
know
have-
that?
I have a cousin
do,
doing
do
boudoir
you know that
photography,
bluefin
actually.
is intimacy?
Yes.
yes, it's also
Yes.
part of
It's
boudoir.
part of boudoir.
Yes. It's part of
But
it
it's
too.
The only
It's
difference
not
now
a
since it is a
category
video,
under
it is
boudoir.
porno.
No, not even video alone.
You see?
Even if it's a picture, sure, yes. One thing, the difference between boudoir and pornography is this. Now, for boudoirs, it's always more of the artistic
aspect.
aspect. When you have those light setup, the paintings, all those stuff. But for pornography, it's always like raw, like no artistic look and all.
The aim is just
To show what is happening. Show you
The art.
the art.
Yes.
No, boudoir is pornography is not an art.
No, it's
It's an art.
Maybe to some people it's an art.
to some people it's an art. Oh.
Those ties, it's art.
BDSM is a heart.
It's a art. No, good man.
No. BDSM is actually an art.
That's what we are
It is a
saying now.
No. BDSM is actually under boudoir too.
I know. I've seen your gallery.
No,
I've seen your gallery.
So my question now is,
I've been to your website. I've seen your gallery.
you know when you are doing something, you
Yeah,
have
sure.
to grow.
Yeah, sure.
There should be transition.
Yeah.
Now, your people, your fans have known you as
Hold
a
on.
naked woman,
Where is it young?
a naked woman photographer.
Actually, not all my fans.
Not all, I mean,
They are not
but
all.
they will know now.
Every
now
man
that
is
you-
Now that you casted me,
It's not
Yeah,
sharing women
I
for a living.
deliberately made my page, very,
So
very
let me
private.
just
Oh.
let me just go on. You know, like I was saying, there should be transition in life growth. So when are you transiting into BDSM?
No, just be straight.
See,
When
yes,
am I
on his
transiting to
gallery.
shooting porn?
On his
so
gallery.
that we will know that.
On his gallery,
Yes.
he already has a category for BDSM.
Well, okay.
He has already done some shots on BDSM
No,
already.
it's still not porn.
But it's still not porn.
No,
So now the question
they
is,
are not-
when he wants to start to shoot porn.
No,
That's
like,
exactly what is
those ones are
happening too,
pictures.
like-
Those ones are pictures. I mean,
When
I'm
am I
saying
shooting
videos. Yes. So that we just know that yes, we now have
Tawulegba.
A porn director.
Porn
in
director.
Ibadan or your state. So that I'll be waiting for you to now post one day. The day my mom knew that I shoot porn for a living, she said I'm no more her son.
Okay, this is technically I can't do anything like that while still being in Nigeria.
Okay.
So
But-
that transitioning will only happen.
Okay, so before you continue, please, just so we are sure, you have plans of shooting porn.
There's money in
Because now what
it,
you're,
bro.
I understand. See,
Exactly.
Forget money. Because now in my head,
Everything is about
everything
money.
you're not denying
Ah.
that you want to shoot porn.
I
What you're
know.
saying is you're just not going to do it in Nigeria.
Exactly.
Okay, so one of the questions I had for you before, one of the questions I had set in my head for you was because actually I have a cousin doing boudoir photography too, but she's not in Nigeria. And
Yeah.
she's an award-winning boudoir photographer in the US. I think Oklahoma, she gets. So, but what she shoots is different from what he shoots because she is always more about intimacy, not really the nudity aspect. It's more of the intimacy, the acts, like majorly for
Like two
couples,
people,
majorly
like,
for
yeah, I know,
couples,
I know.
majorly couples. The only place I had issues is because she even does it for the gay community too and stuff like that. So sometimes when I go to her page, it's always cringy. Like, what the fuck is this? She understand.
So he wanted to say something about it. He said she has to. There's money.
She
there.
has to because there's money there actually.
Exactly. There's money there.
So
You just have to.
I wanted to ask you, she doing it over there, their cultural knowledge or whatever, they accept it like it's a normal thing. But this is Nigeria. Most especially, this is Yoruba land. No, not even go Hausa land. They go kill you. This is Yoruba land. Like, how has people come to accept it? How have you been able to convince people to do it? Because for someone to have the mind and say,
the last one I saw.
upload this is social media. Like,
The last one I saw.
can you take us through the
you know that-
technicalities and
okay.
how you go about all
So
that?
before you answer that question, there was one I saw. I posted it on the group. See the last one I saw. I don't unfollow the page. I look copy link. I look what I saw. I was like, my brother law.
If you not
I've
check
seen
my
things,
Twitter
bro.
page, bro.
Forget Twitter
If I
page.
should-
They
I will
don't
not
like
go
that.
there.
I think they took down your page on Instagram.
They've not.
They've not, but they suspended it or something.
Yes.
Now I know you went to Twitter. I did not bother. When you posted the link, I did not bother. See, I have the link to his website where all the images are. Bro,
If you not check my website,
I deleted the
because-
link.
Go for big.
Now
I
this is the
deleted the
thing.
link.
This is the thing. Okay. Now I don't know, but a friend or like a brother who is a photographer, actually reached out to me concerning something like this too. It was like he wanted to start it, and it was like, how do I get my models? I was like, the first thing is it's a thing of the brain. You need to understand people. Now, I told him I don't just approach everybody. Now, okay, when I just started, because I just started, so that time I used to like try to convince people, blah blah blah. After I got to a stage when I have my portfolio and everything, I don't reach out to like message people. I just drop my flyer. I'm sure you would have seen many of those
I've seen
write-ups. I
different,
always like drop it anyway. Now people will look like, why do I drop my messages, my requests, my model requests anyway? The reason is because now it is not like people are not interested in doing this stuff. A lot of people are actually interested in doing it. You know why? Now,
Society.
if we decide to go to Snapchat today and we go to Snapchat company and we talk to them, Alpha, can you give us a access to your my eyes only?
Only me folder.
You will be surprised at the number of Nigerian girls that are there that have that my eyes only. Do you understand? So it means that people are actually interested in stuff like that. But the issue is, one, they don't feel safe. Do you get? They are scared of casting, by the time they are doing this thing, blah blah blah. This person is you get. That's number one. Two, they are scared of public opinion. If people find out I'm doing this, they are going to castigate me. All those
That's
stuff.
the main thing. Public
opinion. She gets. Then number three, they are cautious about their body. The comments, the kind of comment they will get
from people.
She gets. So when I started, I actually identified these problems. I'm like, okay, these are the major problems. How do I solve it? Now it was actually easy for me due to the fact that as of 2021, I started something like as an hobby, sex therapy. So and as at 2015, 2013, 14, 15, I actually spent the 3 years reading about the female anatomy system. Like, I went to study how the female body works, how their brain works, and all those things. So I kind of like have a partial knowledge about understanding ladies, how they think. So what I just do is, when I see a model, basically this is it. I check models that I'm interested pages. Once I see a lady putting on a very, very exposing outfit, either a bikini or a very like short mini skirt, she gets. I'm like, okay, let me push it to her. Then I solve the first problem, which is the privacy sake, telling them that their faces are not going to be known. That's one. Two, that's one. Their faces are not going to be known. I maintain a non-disclosure agreement with my models in which you can ask me from now till tomorrow I will never tell you it is. I've had a person message me like, Alpha guy, I go pay you. Who be this girl? I tell you, say, even if you won't give me 1 million, I no go tell you this girl. Now, there's something inside the non-disclosure agreement that says that any information that has not been made public, she gets by the girl, I am not liable to make it public. So if she decide to post, so I always tell my models to create a separate page, a separate portfolio for boudoir, and they should not link it in any way to their main page, because people are very, very curious.
Yeah.
Once they see the page, boom, they start, who's this girl? Who's this girl? Who's this girl? That is how it works. So I help them to maintain a secure identity. That is number one in terms of privacy. Now, number two, in terms of body exposure, comfortability, and everything. I have a way. I've had someone message me recently. I'm like, she's a plus size model, and the first thing I told her is, the drawer actually doesn't care about your body size.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't care about your body size. It doesn't care about your body shape. It doesn't care about the size of your
all right.
You get 18 plus censored. Okay. So that actually doesn't care about that.
It cares about nothing actually.
It doesn't care about your body or anything. So I don't care about how you look. That's the main purpose of boudoir, to let people actually appreciate what they have, the way they look,
So
and all those things. I'm coming. The third part was public opinion. Now, once people don't know who you are,
they can't give their
it's going to be difficult for them to give an opinion. And since I'm the manager of the page, if I see a comment that is, thank God for Instagram, I can delete your comment. I will delete your comment and I will block you. Is that simple?
So my question now is, as a guy,
it seems I already know the question.
No, I know the question because that's the question I've been getting from people for the past 3 years now. How do I cope?
How do you cope?
Exactly.
A woman will be in your front and you'll be snapping something as creamy as that.
And I'm
not that you will not do anything.
Creamy?
Yes.
Because what?
Yes, man.
No wonder.
Jesus.
They are proud.
Power. So, because if I'm looking at anything, either camera or either physical, I will kini don't be kini bad. Something as creamy as that. That was how to follow the page. I should not go and be praying one day. God, I beg. So something as there was a shot you took. You went close.
Actually,
close shots.
Actually,
how is Precious doing this thing?
Anybody who is a photographer will actually understand what happened there.
Wait, is this still not working?
I actually understand.
Now,
I'm not the photographer, so
exactly. Now, let me explain that. Yes. Number one, the close shots are not actually close.
They are not actually close.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now,
I thought it's like camera. I thought it's like that one that you go there.
No, they are not.
You want to kill yourself.
Now, all I do is use a zoom lens.
Okay.
Now, that is the main point of boudoir, to give people that perspective that they can't see. Okay. Like they just start imagining things. Sure, you get like when you see
is that imagination that made me follow your page?
Now, is that imagination that will make a lot of people
still come back?
Even
though you unfollow, you go still come that page. You go visit that page, but you don't go follow.
Do you know that in a way? I'm saying this as a child of God. In a way, you are now working with it. And if you leave this country, do you know that Illuminati will approach you? Precious.
When I started photography, there's a page I run away from. Till today, I still run away from that page. 2020 photography. I run from that guy's work.
Have you checked LGA management?
No.
But the reason why we brought you here, I'm telling you from my own heart. And I know if your mom sees this video, she will be happy with me, she will bless me. Stop this thing you're doing. The devil is at work in your heart. If you think them well, it's not all money that are money. Some money are from the devil.
Oh, yeah, now say that to the government.
The whole world knows I've done my own. Mommy, Precious,
do you want an answer to your question?
Please answer.
But you are saying
no answer for the sake of what we are doing.
Jesus Christ.
No, okay, this is it. Okay, this is actually a private part of my life too. Now, before I actually learned boudoir photography or whatever, I've learned something called self-control. Now, this is it. No,
I'm with you.
I will get there. Now, my lifestyle from how will I say, from when I was in the university.
Camera.
So, even the cameraman is saying you don't have self-control.
So I don't like. So I don't like that.
Now the thing is, camera guys they know themselves better.
I will now bust your brain.
Okay.
To to push your doubts. Now, for the past 3 years, I've shot a lot of models. Why am I here to hear any scandal?
It was consensual.
Even if it was consensual, women are
do you get? Now, I've had issues with a lot of the models I've worked with.
I guess okay. Yeah.
Considering the fact that I posted something about it on my status recently, why I had issues with a lot of these models, boundaries.
Okay.
Do you understand? So if even if it was consensual,
I think I saw that. I saw
there
that
are
post.
some ladies that will still
Want to
accuse you
they want to
because
play
they have
smart
issues with
you.
Do you get? But yet, I've not
Maybe
had
the
any.
maybe the issue is never from the aspect of the work. Or
I think
something.
I saw
Do you
the
get
post. I saw the post
Where I said it.
where he said he has issues with most of his models because they want to go outside of the boundaries of boudoir itself, and I want something intimate with him, the photographer. And once he says no, voila starts.
Exactly. Now, this is actually something that has happened before. Sure, you get. Now, just like I was saying, I've learned self-control over the years, you know. Now, when I was in school, that was in university, sure, you get, I play keyboard. I was part of the choir and the media team.
Choir boy. Now, choir all of them, they always be.
Now, I was
choir all of them, they always be. See, cameraman.
I'm getting somewhere. He's guilty.
He's not a choir boy.
Okay, I heard that your cameraman.
He's also a choir.
He's even a leader.
He's a choir coordinator. So continue.
No, so back in school, sure you get. I was always, in fact, it's not even about university alone. My mom has always said this right from when I was small. I've always been a lady man. Like I always have girls flocking around me. Even when I was in primary school. Sure you get.
Do you used to get broke sometimes? You used to get broke sometimes.
Yeah, sure.
That's why.
I don't understand. I'm related.
You're more broke.
Now, so over time, I realized this was going to be an issue for me. Sure you get, because by the time you're having multiple, even in the fellowship, you know, over you, considering the fact that okay, I was one of the best keyboardists. In fact, I was literally like after our state choir coach then, after him, even when I was in 200 level, I was literally the
next in line.
In line when it comes to playing keyboard. So for like 4 years in this school, I was like the best keyboardist they had, and I was also the best media team member they had.
And freshers will come and go.
I want to ask a question.
You guys have interrupted my answer like 15 times.
Let us interrupt. Are you in a relationship?
No, I'm saying
you can never be in a relationship. You can never be in a
the thing now is we understand where you're going naturally. It all boils down to self-control,
exactly,
based on your experience over the years. But there's one sensitive question, so we'll not play over it. Or now you said something about the art, how to approach them, how to make them comfortable to be able to do it. But there's still a problem after all of this. Is there maybe they want something extra. So there should be a way to like handle that also, because one, you know, having a model do that for you, you had an agreement. Yes, great, wonderful, we've done the job. So there's something like I call the brand trust and continuity. Now, it's not good that your model will have an issue like that. Are you getting it? Now, I'm saying from the aspect that the issue is never from you, it's even from the model. Are you getting it? Now, the issue is never from you now. It's the angle it's now from the model. There's a way you guys should be able to handle that situation. Even when you start hearing that the model is going around saying all lots, bad stuff, negative stuff as regards the brand and the brand representative, maybe yourself.
How do you handle it?
So how do you handle that? Because before you even answer, I just believe there's a way you can call back the model, have a sit-down discussion. If you can't do it based on your emotions, look for something more, someone more older than the two of you.
It's not even about being older.
No, I know.
Be a third party that can
you know why I said someone older? I don't want someone. It should not be somebody around their circle anymore, because we are all in Ibadan. It will boil down to another form of gossip. Again, precious. Play me at Kini Papo so that That one to go carry the matter.
Go somewhere else.
So someone much more older who is experienced, who is into the photography or the media journeys. Okay. I guess that is the best way because it is not good.
Okay.
And
This
I
is
believe
what
you also take contracts very seriously.
yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, this is what I would say concerning that. I don't do that. Why? Because it will be more or less like a breach of the contract. I'm already involving a third party. Because normally, when it comes to stuff like that, it is actually meant to be a legal case. Do you understand?
That means it would be nice that you guys just have to sit down
Sure you get it.
amongst yourself.
Do you get it? Now, but I don't do the sitting down because at least na person wey dey matured, you go reason with like, okay, how do we go past this? But the moment you are seeing the way they are reacting, okay, just because I try to draw a boundary, you're already having issues with me, you are ghosting me. No, bro, this is my business. I'm investing money in this thing. Do you understand? So I will not
That's
want
true.
to
Because he actually pays those models. It's not free.
I pay some
He
of them,
actually
yes.
pays
I pay
because
some of
I've
them.
seen his adverts on countless occasions. He pays.
So if I'm actually going to be investing in this business, it's one of the reasons why one of my major projects is still unpaid till now.
Maybe the models do not want money.
But it's
Maybe
models,
you are the
it's
money they
models that I'm
want.
looking for. It's models that need money. That want to do business.
So right
that
now,
actually want to.
I will not
Use.
promote something like
So
that.
it's not,
I
don't
wanted
worry,
to
you
say
don't need.
something.
Don't worry, you don't need to promote it. Sure you get. So
I'm
no,
a child of
it's
God.
one of the reasons why my art gallery project is still like unpaid. Now I'm trying to recruit models, and you know, one thing I always do, even in my normal photography field, I always try to engage models before I work with them. I like to know, okay, the kind of person you are. Sure you get your level of skill set, where you've gotten to. Sure you get. So I don't just shoot models. Sure you get. At the same time, I train them. So as I'm shooting you, I'm training you. I know the number of models that like today they are like big models in Ibadan. That I know that when they started, when they got started with me, sure you get, was I actually had a lot of motivation for a lot of them to push them to do a lot of things that they do today, even though we don't talk anymore. But that's a matter for
So
another day.
let's leave
Sure you
that.
get. So I always like to engage my models, get to know them. Okay, what can you do? What can't you do? Can you do this? Can you do that? So from there, I get to know their level of mentality, the way they think, the way they process information and everything. Sure you get. So once I realize that, now, boudoir is a very, very sensitive genre of photography. It's very, very sensitive for everybody, both the photographer, the model, the viewers. Sure you get. So it's not something you can just take with levity and. So I'm always very, very cautious
Have
about
you
the
heard
kind
of
of
any case
models.
where a photographer in that field mistakenly posted someone's stuff on Snapchat?
I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
I've never
Because
heard of it.
if that kind of situation happens,
Okay.
it means that there was no contract.
Mhm.
Yes. So no photographer will want to spend 500k or more, you get, for a shoot that he paid the model for. Because, well, the penalty for stuff like that is always very, very high. So it's kind of like scares people from doing it. Sure you get. And you can actually go to jail for it. Aside from the payment thing, you can actually go to jail for it. So that's why even my stores are always like very, very private. My hard drive, you can never, in fact, I don't want to do, okay, you cannot access my files. Because one, you won't even know where they are. So it's at least when you know where they are that you try to hack the folder. But when you don't even know where the pictures are, so how do you want to hack the folder? Sure you get. So all these things are things that we actually pay attention to. And when it comes to all the models' behaviors, we can actually testify to that most, not even models this time around, most of the ladies these days, it's God I beg.
Okay, so I want to go there, but I want us to leave this border thing. It's like I've taken over this interview.
That's what
leave,
it does now.
so let's leave this devilish atmosphere
And go into the godly.
yes, yeah, let's go into the godly part. Now, the God abeg part that you spoke about now. You and one boy, and it happens that you and the boy, they are into tech,
Yeah.
and you don't see very well, the two of you. You use bottle. That you use glasses, I see.
Okay,
You
okay.
don't understand.
Yeah.
Bó ló gbé sójú tó wá wò mí ṣé mo sọ̀rọ̀ ni.
Ṣé bottle?
Bẹ̀rẹ̀ gíláàsì ṣáà
Sorry,
continue.
At least it's using.
Sorry.
So he's guilty. Too late.
So the question is, I used to follow you guys' discussion when we are having discussion when it comes to the female gender. You people ask you the way you talk, you just be like say
I just don't see.
the female gender have
don't
finished the two
They
of
don't
you,
show shege.
and you are now on a mission to do what? To just be chopping her
Antagonize
around.
am.
I know, actually, that's where people get it wrong.
Get it wrong. So
I-
my own question now is, because the way I'm going to is something like the way you guys talk, you guys say it in a way that, you know, I'll be sincere. Most ladies, one, they will not want to be comfortable around you guys, and two, the ones that even want to come are the ones that want to share around, that just want to mess around. And I feel like the two of you are comfortable with those ones, since you know that those ones, they don't even have sense, like you said, but what they want is just the run. But now, you know, how do you now want to cope? Because we asked you earlier, you are not in a relationship. Because if you go on like this, I don't think you have a relationship.
Relationship with your money.
No.
And you want to leave this country and go and do Bodo again.
No.
You just have children. Father of money nation.
At least that way I'll be getting a lot of children benefits.
Jesus.
And I'll be rich.
Don't worry, you don't need to talk. You answered my question.
Now wait. I still need to answer your question. Now this is where
to be lover.
what now?
Am I saying link is mommy?
My one number mommy must say this what
because she has seen this the flyer already. Now, okay, this is it. Now that's where a lot of people get it wrong.
Okay.
They actually think we say these things to spoil the female gender. Okay. Do you understand? But the truth is, we're actually calling the attention of people that are guilty to it, to let them know that these things are actually wrong. Do you understand? Now, if you notice, I work mostly with ladies. So why will I be spoiling the female gender? Do you understand?
Okay, that means you are just pointing out the
wrong part aspect. And now, most of these conversations that we have on the group, I talk about the male gender too. Now, but then, you know, I have this kind of thing against narcissists and antagonists. I've seen a lady enter my DM and be like, you're always posting something about girls. You're only posting something about girls as if the men are innocent. And I told her, I said, you to post about men. It is that simple. I'm posting about girls. You to post about men. It is that simple. So you cannot expect me to post about men alone all the time. Sure you get, because as men we know what we do that is wrong. Sure you get. But then I'm trying to let ladies out there know that okay, these major things are actually wrong. And the truth is, it has been working. Now, how? I posted something, I and a lady, it was about a shoot. We're supposed to do a shoot. She disappointed. She told me she forgot that we're supposed to do a shoot. I said, okay, no one.
Amazing.
Now, this my guy that you're talking posted something. She gets on that day. It was posted about okay, women are always looking for trouble. That is how they do all the time. This girl that we just had the whole thing, that the funniest I didn't even say anything in her DM. I just said, okay, no wala, it is well. I now posted that stuff. She now tagged that post and be like, nah, wow. So automatically, she has actually assumed the post was for her.
She's already feeling guilty.
Do you get? So I now told her, I said, if you are personalizing this post, it means that you are guilty. And now you just told me that what you did is not wrong. So why are you personalizing the post when you know you are not guilty? So obviously you know what you did is wrong, but you just want to look for trouble. And that's the situation with most of these ladies. Now, this is the trick behind it. That stuff actually filters and it doesn't work the way you think it works. Now, those girls that want to sleep around, do you get? The truth is, most of them avoid guys like that. Why? Because they will be like, this guy will judge me. She gets. Now, the girls that will come are mostly the matured ones.
Older women.
Maturity has nothing to do with age.
Okay, yes.
Maturity has nothing to do with age.
Don't mind me. I used to overthink. So when it comes,
you don't need to overthink. Okay. Just think on the later.
Okay.
Now this is now Christ. That thing that you said actually worked a lot for me. Yeah. It helped me to avoid a lot of people. It helped to push a lot of ladies away from me.
I noticed.
Good. Now you are like, I'm happy about it. Actually, I am. You know why? Because when I have less ladies in my life, I have less worries. I have less problems. That's why today, if I have issues with a lady, most times I'm always less bothered about it.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Now the only time I'm like bothered about having issues with a lady is when the ladies has had some form of contribution to my life. Now, and I have few of those ladies, and those people, I don't joke with them. And they themselves, they know that I don't joke with them. You know, if you want to share it, and we still talk till date. Now, I have a friend since 2021, we'll be friends. We never met. The first time we met was our wedding day, which was last year.
Wow.
And we've been friends for 4 years, and we never met like this. And this girl has left, you know the way ladies just disappear and then come back, and we are still talking. I left, she looked for me, she literally looked for my number, and we're still talking for 4 years. And I have people like that too in my life that will talk like on a daily basis and all this. So if I have people like that, why do you think I have issues with ladies? That is the scope. So girls that are guilty of those things we actually talk about will run away from us because they realize that these guys actually see through the whole thing. And I always let people know that I am very, very principled and I am disciplined. I say it because just because you're a lady doesn't mean I will accept everything you do. Because the truth is, as a man, you will not accept everything I do. So just because you're a lady doesn't mean you can talk to me anyhow. Because if I slap you, it's a big problem for me. If I disrespect you, it's a big problem for me. If I insult you, it's a big problem for me. So why should you do that to me? Just because I'm a man and just because you're a lady. It doesn't work that way.
So now,
that's simple.
Interesting.
Men right activists.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, have you ever been in love? What year?
My last. Okay.
I can testify.
When was the first time?
Oh, the first time? No, it's more than 3 times.
That you've been in love?
Yes.
Is that how to fall in love?
Is it so easy?
Is it so easy to fall in love?
No, this is the thing. First of all, before you talk about is it so easy to fall in love, you need to understand what love is. But I'm not a relationship counselor, so I'm not going to that. I'm a sex therapist. So when you want to know about love, go and meet a relationship counselor.
Okay, when was the last time you fell in love?
Okay, the last time I fell in love was 2023. And guess what happened? Okay, the girl I dated then, it was a 1 month relationship.
Amazing.
I am
in love.
I am getting some
1 month.
I'm getting somewhere.
Go ahead.
Good. Now I've known this girl since 2019. I've known her since 2019 through a friend of mine, and since then I've actually liked her. Like I've liked her.
Like her, not love her. They are not the same.
Liked her.
Well, let's finish the
process. Now, so I had feelings for her. I know those things she gets. Now, fast forward to 2021, I asked her out. She turned me down. You know that. So, but we're still talking. All those times I was already getting to know a lot of things about her. She gets. So I could say I actually care about her. So 2023, early 2023, we got talking. You know, like for like 3 months, like it was consistent talking. We were talking about a lot of stuff. Then after the 3rd month, I asked her out. She she told me she was going to think about it. You know those stuff now.
At
So
the end of
after
the
like
day,
she just said yes,
okay.
we started dating. Back then I was in Osun State. She was in Abeokuta, but she schools in Abeokuta. So I had something to do in Abeokuta, so I went over to Abeokuta. So I stayed at her place because my girlfriend now, she gets. So that period, something happened, and now right from time, my personality, I'm a very, very,
do your face.
I'm a very, very
He's an emotional.
sharp person. Like I pay attention to the smallest, the tiniest
You're very
detail.
observant.
I'm very observant. So even if you do something that is like I will just know. So I noticed some stuff that period, like having long calls. Like, okay. I didn't say anything.
You're not the only fish in the net.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. So after the visit, I went back to Osun State. Then I think after a week or two, I had another assignment to do in Abeokuta. So I went back again. And this was when it was very, very obvious. We were having a conversation. A call came in, and she picked the call right there. And they spoke for more than an hour. Now, I would have reacted.
What if it was business?
I'm getting there. Now, I would have reacted, but okay. Let's assume because she told me the person is a friend. And when a lady tells you it's just a friend, that is the friend you should be scared of.
And they spoke for over an hour.
They spoke for over an hour while we were having a conversation. Now, after the call, I challenged her. Like, do you know that's actually disrespectful? We were having a conversation. She could not even tell the person you call him later. And you picked that call right there. And you're like, yeah, what we're talking about is not that really, really serious now. I was like, wow. The second time, we were sleeping. As early as 6 a.m., the same person. And she, now imagine you are like, okay, I don't want to disrespect my sugar mommy now. Okay, let me see.
Better.
Now, assuming you are with your woman now in the room, and
Don't
then
talk to me.
I will still talk to you.
They talk to you, man.
No, you are the one it happened to. You were with your woman, and somebody called around 6 a.m.
6 a.m. a guy,
and
she picked the call.
Yes.
And right there was talking to this guy.
Yes. While you were on the bed.
30 minutes, while I was on the bed beside her.
Wow. Amazing.
Do you get? So that was already starting to get on my nerves. I left there. She gets. Now, I now went back to, because I was working at the studio then. So I went to the studio. So called the job, James Lori. I just went to her house. Okay, what's even going on? Because now what was even funny, she was now having issues at her apartment, water issue and everything. So she now told me that she's staying with a friend of ours. There's a place we call Camp Junction in Abeokuta.
I know.
So it's a bit far from our place was the Solu. So she was like, she used to go to Camp Junction, camp to like visit the person. So she was staying with the person. I'm like, wait, what's even going on? I'm staying with the person. So one day, I now checked her status. This is the funniest thing. I checked her status on my second line. Now, as at that time, this personal line I'm using was actually on had the red receipt off. So you cannot even know when I check your status and all show yes. So I now checked her status on my personal line because on my main line, she blocked me from that video. I checked her status on their personal line and I saw a video of her with this guy early morning, 7 a.m. So which means that it was this place she has been staying.
We understand. Sorry about your loss.
Should I still continue?
No, continue. The story not tired.
Now it's even worse because it was not only that guy.
Okay, sorry.
Like four.
Now I see where your pain is actually coming from.
Bro, what's crazy? This same guy knows me. Now the guy knows me very well because the studio I'm working at, the owner of the studio and the guy, they're actually in the same initiative.
Okay.
Now the funniest thing, the president of the initiative is always doing like a pastor.
Now all of them in that initiative, they're always doing like children of God, children. I'm like, so is this what you guys are doing in your initiative? You know this person is dating this person and you are still with her.
Now
I know where the attack came from. The second guy actually is in my department. Department I graduated from. No, don't worry. See, wait. Let me cap it up. Let me summarize it up. The everything he has said now, I picked two things. One, he said something that I picked. All of them, they are always doing like children of God. Yet, they are sleeping with members' girlfriends. Am I right or wrong? One arrow.
You're correct.
Number one arrow. Where the kingdom of the devil entered this point. And I said, okay, since the children of God cannot help me.
The children of the devil.
The children of the devil. Let me start slapping the kid. No, I've been doing that before. No, this is now.
You've been with the devil
You
before.
have been with the devil. The devil has been attacking you, my brother. Come to Jesus. He's attacking both of us. Because you've been checking my Instagram before too. You know the funniest part? No, I'm not checking. The thing is, so how do you know? Now, how do you recognize the girl? In fact, you have seen a girl naked. How do you know it's the particular girl if you've not seen the girl naked before? I've not seen the girl naked. So how did you know I know? Please. No, don't touch camera. No, the thing now is it's not blown out of proportion. Normally, Nami use by hand. Follow the page. Nami see that use could carry hand. Because I guess for some time we did not post service. It is not post for some time.
Yes.
Yes. So when you not posted, I went to Instagram like this. I just said there. So why did you go to Instagram? The second one again. I went to Instagram. First thing I said, the devil is after my life. Why is it that at that point you realize the devil is after your life? Don't worry. Because I'm sensitive. Calm down. Don't fight it. I discovered the devil is after my life. I've unfollowed. Now I'm telling you, come to Jesus. I've not discovered that the devil is not using you. You are the devil. So that's one. The second one. Now I've discovered the pain
that you went through.
When pressure
that's even the smallest thing.
I know. Don't say it. Don't say it. The pressures is typing on the group. Pressures they taking time. It will not start. Me too. At night, I'm on my bed. I'll just read. Say, God this shit, boy. I understand.
Make I gist you one. When me I know. What happened? Was it late last year, stroke this year?
Yeah.
There was one girl, na talking stage. They never even enter. Na talking stage. Now for talking stage, they don't break your heart.
So then you break up the talking stage.
Bro.
Wait, was it the two?
You don't need to mention it.
No, like was it the two issues I told you about?
Yes. Don't worry, you said behind camera.
The other one that he owns a modeling agency where I'm one of the directors.
Please don't go there.
Don't go there. So don't worry.
I saw something recently that almost made me feel like crying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I posted on his status before coming to for the interview that I just hope they will not ask me something that will make me break down.
Hey, sorry.
I mean, one thing is in my date. It's just talking stage, and I was aware. And then the next thing I had, bro.
The thing was the first one or the second one?
The copycat. Let me say it that way.
Yeah, now it's even worse.
Just watch Vine.
Don't worry, we are on an interview. Don't worry. So right now, we understand your situation. So we'll keep praying for you, my brother.
But come to Christ.
Come to Jesus. That's the only way.
That's the only way. It's the way, the truth, and the life.
8127 16.
Okay.
I should put the advice there.
Exactly. Put the advice
I should put that in cash. No problem. I'm seeing that the devil is after you. But we will not agree because Mommy Precious is on the mountain. So
all right.
Today we have different parts of pressures, relationship pressures, the
Buddha pressures,
photography pressures, the man that has the modeling agency pressures is a media guy. social media manager, a man of different parts.
Yeah,
The
a
only
man
part that he
many
threw away
mountains.
in all of this journey is Jesus Christ.
Mm.
From the keyboard guy to I don't know,
To
but
the keyboard guy.
to another kind of
keyboard
keyboard.
guy.
Different
He
kind
still
of
Another
plays
kind of
keyboard in
keyboard.
church.
So that's everything about Precious. So if you need him for different services, your wedding, your burial, your everything, you can contact him.
Project management,
Project
social media
management,
product
management,
design,
everything.
graphic design, photography, cinematography is available for you.
For children of God.
Hey, young man, you should stay clear of Precious, please. I've been win a year for Jesus. Stay clear.
The only time you can travel out of this country, God asked me to tell you, is when you desist from naked women for
What if it's the naked women that
Now, we're
are
not
carrying
taking
this
it to
out?
time.
It's the devil. Don't go. Every breakthrough are not breakthrough.
But at least a breakthrough.
You will die there. And we don't want that for you. Never. You will not die in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. All right, that will be all for Casual Convo with Tomiwa Akande and the Prof K today. We had an excellent guest. This episode by far has been very, very interesting, fun-filled, and educative as well. And though we had all that, this episode is also filled with knowledge and good information. And I hope you, the viewer, too, have actually learned one or two things from this particular episode. And until we see you in the next one, to those.
Double.